All right, guys, thank you so much for hopping on. Happy Monday, March 22nd. My name is Adam Peterson. I'm your DCI trainer. We do these calls every Monday, try to give it a little bit of new flavor every single week. I know you guys are probably really busy right now, so for those of you that hopped on and took the time out, I really appreciate you. We're going to talk about how you can utilize those stimulus checks, which we know have been really hitting since last week, in your tax returns to drive results, as well as some extra Smile and Dial training. Can you guys see my screen as well?
Got it.
All right, so tax season is hitting. They started coming in at the end of last week. So keep in mind that's a $1,400 stimulus check for every person in the household. So want to make sure you guys are capitalizing on this opportunity. I know not this past Saturday, but the previous Saturday, we had got results that said it was the biggest selling day of the year. Then halfway through the week, we had another results. Now this is the biggest selling day of the year. So March is huge. I know February was a little bit tough for all of us, but March has been huge. I want to make sure you guys are capitalizing on the extra cash flow for your customers. So I have 5 keys that I want to talk about today, which is knowing your bundles and your available inventory, because that's key. You don't want to sell them a phone you don't have in stock. And if a customer comes in and they ask you about a phone and you recommend one, then you go to your back room. Oh, I don't have it. I can call another store. That customer most likely is going to walk. So let's avoid that situation. We're going to know your bundles and know your available inventory. We're going to talk about owning your mile. With states opening up now, we see a lot of things that are getting back to normal. Vaccines are out there and available for those who want them. I strongly recommend you get them. They are available, but it's your personal choice. But the vaccines are out there, so that's making things open up more, right? So we can now start having events again. It's been a year since we've done that, but as everything's opening up, we can start getting back out into our local neighborhoods. And this is also talking about owning your mile, right? And on top of that, we want to make sure you guys are increasing your Smile and Dial performance, especially now when that money is in hand. You should be setting record numbers for your Smile and Dial because there's extra disposable income for your customers. Make sure you're driving them into your store. Also, we got to make sure you never let a customer walk. You're standardizing your pitch for every customer that walks in. So it's, like walking into a Best Buy or a store that you're going to get that extra help and you're going to get that support from a rep that they know exactly where they're pitching you on, and then taking pride in the look and feel of your store. So let's start with knowing your bundles and available inventory. So we talked about what's the best one to sell. Well, the best one to sell is what you have in stock. So make sure you guys are having a heavy inventory order today. Those checks started hitting last week. They came in through the weekend. So if you're not well stocked up, don't wait. Place a bigger order for your store today. A couple of highlights I wanted to point out to you. The iPhone SE. That's the one that right now is $99.99, but after 3 payments, they get if you put their email address in correctly, they'll get a $50 discount card to bring it down to $49.99. Well, all that extra stuff goes away as of tomorrow. So iPhone SE, as of tomorrow, $49.99 with port. Has to be on a $60 plan and has to be on the expanded network. So make sure you guys are all over those iPhone SE orders. Get a ton of them. Right now we don't have restrictions. So while they're out there and available, order up. Also, Stylo 6, free with port. Plenty of those in inventory. Take advantage of that and get tons of Stylo 6. The renewed iPhone 8 64 gray. That's also $49.99 with port. Yeah, you got two phones, right? The iPhone SE and the iPhone 8, but they're both great options. Some phones customers won't like an SE. Maybe they want the 8. So I would take advantage of both of those. That renewed iPhone 8, again, $49.99 with port, fully available. And then newly, the unlocked grade A iPhone 8 Plus gray, 64 gigs, is now available for you guys to order. So I'll make sure you take advantage of those. For any of those things we have on allocation, you can reach out to your DCI account manager and they can tell you exactly how many of those phones you're eligible for. But the big 3 I wanted to push for you was that iPhone SE, order up. Stylo 6, order up. Renewed iPhone 8, order up. All right, next, let's make sure you guys know your bundles. So what I see some of my top producers have is on, they have a sheet of paper printed that they've created in store, or they'll have it attached to their computer, but they'll have all their bundles fully prepared. So if a customer comes in and let's say they qualify them, if they're an Android or an iPhone user, they can give them that pitch where they're going to bundle Boost Shield. They're going to bundle the setup fee. They're going to bundle 2 accessories like a case and a tempered glass. And they have the out the door price, whether it's new or whether it's a port in, and they have everything available. So the out the door price, for example, an iPhone 7, if you want a $60 plan plus Boost Shield, plus setup fee, plus tempered glass, $172, right? Stylo 5 would be $122, and so on and so on. I'm not going to go through all the phone examples. But my point is, build some bundles for what your store sells the most of. You guys are going to know what you sell the most of. Have those bundles available, because when the customer comes in, I see it all the time. What's my price out the door? You want to be able to give them that out the door price and then what they pay per month. So let's say on an iPhone 7, your out the door price is $172, and then you'd be looking at $67 per month. It's unlimited talk, text, data, high definition video streaming. Your 6 months free title plus protection on your device. And I always bundle in Boost Shield, and I don't ever call it insurance. As you in my pitch, you started, I call it protection, right? So I always bundle that in because people want to have their phones protected but not pay for insurance. If you bundle it in, it will be super, super sticky. And as we are now really looking at how we are doing with our value added services, we want to make sure you guys are bundling this in. It should be an automatic. You are going to lose this conversation with your customer if you sell them a plan for $60 and then you get to the screen where it has little buttons to click on. Do you want to pay for insurance on your phone? It'll cover loss, sold, and destroyed. It's $7. No, they don't want that. But if you start that conversation with a $67 pitch or your all-in out-the-door price pitch, it will stick. I promise you. I see it so many times. I got dealers that are crushing it, and this is exactly what they do. So make sure you guys are doing that. And then help your teammates out, right? So do you have your bundle pricing memorized? Quiz the other people at your store. If they're doing a 3-line deal, a 4-line deal, a 1-line deal, what are they quoting for their out-the-door price? If you can rattle that off, there's so many Boost stores out there, they're going to be like, whoa, this person knows what they're talking about. I've built a rapport with them. I'm going to come back and work with them each and every time. It's going to make you go from a clerk to a true solutions consultant. If you can know your bundles, which isn't that hard, just know it for your top devices, and you can even have a cheat sheet and be able to articulate that to every customer walking through your door. All right, next I want to talk about a little bit about owning your mile. So again, we're opening back up now. So set your marketing calendars up for at least 60 days out. Yes, things can change, I get it. But the deck here, which I have and all your account managers have, if you need a copy of it, just shoot a text to any of your DCI account managers and they will email you this deck. But it's going to tell you all of the SSI, which is your payment dates for your customers when they receive checks for the whole year. Plan your events on those days or the day after those days. That's going to be when your customers have the most cash available to spend. So make sure you take advantage of that. Now, right now it's tax season. We can go anywhere and everywhere. But plan it for 60 days out so you can be effective. It's hard to do it by a string in your pants of, this week I'm going to go here on Wednesday. You need to have a plan. You need to write it out. You need to be prepared. And DCI helps with a lot of marketing materials. I had a dealer, in Central Illinois that said, hey, can I get some customized water bottles? I want to do a event at a local Crunch Fitness. We talked to Edgar, and Edgar's like, of course, absolutely. Let me talk to Boost. We got them the bottles. We got them the QRL code so they can track it. They can drive that traffic in. So DCI, we're the only master agent that does this. Other DDs don't do this. We'll help you. If you want to do a big event, just reach out to your DCI account manager. We can strategize and plan how to make this the most effective for you and really take advantage of it. I think the QRL codes are really huge right now because they can have a customer scan that and drive them directly back to your specific address. So plan the events. Let's start getting back outside. Things are getting better, so we don't need to just stay in our doors in 2021. So again, we talked about that 60-day event calendar. Utilize your local businesses. Look at, go to MapQuest, see what businesses are around you that you can partner up with. A great example is pizza places. Hey, if I Little Caesars, if I bought 100 pizzas at $5 each, so that's $500 investment from the dealer. Could I put 5,000 of my flyers on each of your pizza boxes going out? Little Caesars, I think, is a locally owned establishment where they could partner up. You're helping them out because on each sale, you're giving them a free pizza. They're helping you out because they're sending customers whatever order and QR code or flyer and QR code you want specified to your door with each and every interaction. And you can do that not just with pizza places, but I just gave you a fitness place example, just any local business around you. You'll find people are so receptive. We used to be really heavy on this, and I'd walk into all these stores and say, "Can I pass on my flyers here?" And everyone would say yes, because think about it, they're working too. They're not like someone at their home that you're bothering with a census form. They're polite and they're working. They want to drive business. You want to drive business. You'll see it's a very harmonious interaction when you go out there to doors. I would say by far over 90% of doors are very receptive. I rarely get refused when I go into a door with any single rep that I'm visiting. All right. I also recommend you guys join your Chamber of Commerce and attend events during your town. The chamber events are very big. You can build that relationship with other local businesses. There's a lot of booth stores out there. As I said, get in with your chamber and make you the designated place to go within your area. Chamber memberships aren't too expensive. If you can get a handful of activations out, you've broken even. More than that, it's all profit. Also, digital dashboard. If you guys are an expert on this, if you're Facebook and Google marketing, you really should make yourself an expert. There's calls every single week on digital dashboard. If you don't have them, again, reach out to your DCI rep or your boost rep. We can get you the calendar invites. But man, like the attendance on these is too low for what they're teaching. There's trainings multiple times per week, and they can really make you an expert on everything in social media going on, where you can drive that traffic for little to no cost. The days of radio advertising, it was so expensive and so little return on investment. We're like over quadrupling that through social media advertising. It's very, very effective. It's very, very acceptable for, I guess, dealer cost, because it's not much at all. It's pennies on the dollar for what you guys are getting in return. So definitely say make yourself an expert in digital dashboard and start utilizing your social media advertising. This is the wave we are in. We think about it, how many people watch TV for commercials anymore? They all DVR and skip them. Everyone's on their phones. They're getting that social media advertising. If you can geofence it, you go to a YouTube ad, but you're close to your door and your ad's going to pop up for 15 seconds, that's a huge win. All right, next I want to talk a little bit about increasing your guys' Smile Dial performance. Why is this so important? So let me show you right now where DCI is at as a whole as far as customers on our old network and our new network. Why is this important? Think about your upgrade and add-a-line opportunities. So as of 3/15, 51% of the customers that DCI has across the country, so this isn't like newly activated, this is the entire base. 51% of the customers are still on the old CDMA network. The network that very probably, and granted things can change, but very probably is going away on January 1st. And we have more than 1 out of every 2 customers still on that network. Only 48.96% of our customers are on the expanded network. And you can see week over week that number continues to change, and we're getting more and more customers on the expanded network. But we have more customers on a network that possibly could be shut off at the end of the year, still on CDMA. What does that tell me? You guys need to crush your Smile and Dial, get those customers to upgrade to an XP device. Be all over it, especially right now. You should have the highest Smile and Dial numbers ever because there's more money ever out there in the market. If you aren't crushing 10 calls per day, you are failing. And to say your store is too busy, that's a total excuse. Let me go back to this in a second. Let me show you why. This is just a little glimpse of a couple of doors that I have, and these doors do well over triple-digit activations every month. Well over triple digits. You can see they're making 300 calls. This is just only from March 1st to March 21st. I pulled the data up this morning. I've got doors making 328 calls, and they're super busy. And look at how many of their calls are matching. They're doing them correctly, 99%. Next door, 308 calls, 95% correct. Next door, 297 calls, 99% correct. Next call, 266 calls, 64 calls, 97% correct. What I'm saying is if you work your Smile Dial, you will have big results. These are some of my biggest, heaviest hitters. And they not only have the most sales indoors, but they also make the most Smile Dial calls. I asked them, what do you do? How are you making so many calls when your store is so busy? They say it's easy. We don't let our reps be on their phone during work. We give them 5 minutes per day to be on their phone. That's it. You want to be on your phone for personal stuff? You get 5 minutes per day. You're paid to work, not to search the web, watch YouTube, or talk with your friends. Too many doors do I go into and I see reps on their phone or they're just sitting down doing nothing. You got to be aggressive. You want a killer rep, you got to be a hustler. When I see performances like this from some of the busiest doors out there, and then I go to a door that's doing maybe 50 activations saying, oh, we've just been really busy, those don't mesh. It's the effort that you guys are putting in your field. So I love the best practice. Give your reps 5 minutes a day per call to be on your phone. Other than that, if you got cameras, check your cameras. You better not be on your phone. You better be working, making Smile Dial calls, or do something to promote the business. We are in sales. We are not in business where we just sit around and look at our phones and collect a paycheck. That's a rep. We don't want reps. We want solutions consultants. All right. So again, we talked about we still have over 50% of our customers on that CDMA network that we need to switch over. So when you're looking to make your calls and you're doing your fishing, make your calls with a purpose. Sort your list to find the best opportunities. Who's on an old SN network phone? Sort by those phones and then say, hey, this network is going away. You're eligible for an upgrade. We have great new phones. You can put you on a new network. And then set the expectations. How many calls do you require of your reps per day? 1 call for every hour worked is pretty fair. I think that's very, very easy to do. The calls take about 2 to 3 minutes. When you're making your calls, for those of you that may be new to Smile Dial, there's 4 buckets. You have your welcome call, which is customers in month 1. Your customer follow-up call, which is your customers in month 2. Your optimization and retention calls, which is customers in month 3. Those are important because our third month payments are obviously very important. And then your customer loyalty calls, which is customers in your box 4. Those are customers who have been with us for over 3 months. They have the most tenure and the most trust. This is where I really advise my doors to go to get the biggest bang for their buck, because they can sort by phone type and see what old phone they're on. They can also sort by what plan they're on. So if they're not on a family plan, what a great opportunity to pitch an add a line. All right, and here's just an example of the dealer curve. How many calls they're making. You can see, obviously, this dealer who's making all his calls, they're taking advantage of that customer loyalty bucket. So when you're making the calls, you want to make sure you always personalize it to yourself. So my pitch is very simple. I never really read the greeting on there. I look at it because I want to understand it, but I'm going to personalize it to myself. So my pitch is very easy. Hi, this is Adam Peterson with DCI Mobile at whatever your store location is. Let's say at 123 Gale Street. You purchased your phone from us. I just want to give you a courtesy call and check and see, are you enjoying your service and the device? Is everything working out great for you? So what am I doing right there in the first part of that call? I'm separating myself to not just being a bill collector, but I'm letting them know what store I'm at. They know they purchased their phone from me because your Smile Dial list is directly from your own store. So I'm making sure they know I'm a rep at the store they purchased their phone from, and I'm just checking on the service. How's everything working? All right, that's going to separate you from a bill collector to someone who just cares about your customers. Customers love that. Now, my goal obviously is to get a sale, pitch an add line or an upgrade, but I always start there and then I pivot. So I'll get their answer. They'll either tell me, oh, hey, my phone's working great, or they'll say, no, I'm actually having an issue, and I'll ask, well, what issue? What's going on? I'll address it and I'll overcome it. Once I overcome their objection, or once they tell me, oh, no, hey, my phone's actually working great, I'll say, hey, perfect. Then I pivot to my sale opportunity. By the way, I just want to let you know you're actually eligible for an upgrade right now. We have some amazing phones in stock you should come and take a look at. And is there anyone in your family who might need to add a line of service? We have a phone that normally costs about $200 for as low as $15 or $10 or whatever your store is pitching it at. Phone that normally costs as much as $200 for as low as $15 right now. Is there anyone in your family who might need a device? And then I'll get their answer. Oh yeah, actually, you might have a son or daughter who needs a phone. Or no, I don't, but yeah, my phone is pretty old, looking for an upgrade. Then I'll disposition it. What's really important when I disposition is, can I set an appointment? If they say, yeah, actually, I do have someone who might need to add a line. Or yeah, I am thinking about upgrading. You want to give a set timeline and write their information down. So you have an appointment set. In other words, let's say today's the 22nd. I'm going to make this call today. Okay, perfect. Are you free Wednesday or Thursday? If you give a customer two options, you're much more likely to get a yes answer at them. If you give them one, it's easy to say no. This is kind of just powers of selling stuff, right? So are you available Wednesday or Thursday, and do mornings or afternoons work better for you? Actually, Thursdays, afternoons. Okay, how about, would you like 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock would be great. Okay, we got your pencil down. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you then. Then you write down their name, you write down their number, because you're going to have it from your Smile Dial call, and you write down your appointment at 3 o'clock. Now, if they don't come in, you give them the follow-up call. Hey, we had you down for an appointment at 3. Just want to see if you're still coming in, and get them to come back into your store. So the system is very easy and very effective if you work it. Even if you get a voicemail, and that's an option of did not reach attempt 1, I'll always leave a voicemail the first time. And it's very simple, my same pitch. Let's say I get a customer's voicemail. Now, one thing I do, which I'm talking about upgrades here, your Smile Dial does not show upgrade eligibility for the customer, but I always take the extra step of going into the sales portal, and I'll click on upgrade eligibility, and I'll copy and paste their phone number. You don't need a PIN to check upgrade eligibility, just the phone number. So I'll check and see if they're eligible. So let's say in this example, the customer is not eligible. That's no problem. I'm still calling them. Hey, this is Adam from Boost over at Gale. You got your phone from us. Just want to give you a courtesy call, check and see how your service is working for you. Also, we have a great tax season promotion going on right now. If you have anyone in your family who might need to add a line of service, we can get your phone that's normally as much as $200 for as low as $15. So please give us a call back. We'll love to get you set up with another line of service, and thank you for being our customer. Boom, quick and easy to the point, right? Now that was just an add-a-line pitch. If I was leaving a voicemail and they were upgrade eligible, same thing. Hey, this is Adam from DCI Mobile. Over at Gale, you got your phone from us. Just want to give you a courtesy call, check and see your service is working for you. You're actually eligible for an upgrade. We have tons of great phones we can upgrade you to. And we have a tax season promotion where you're eligible for an add-a-line. Get a $200 phone for as low as $15. If there's anyone in your family who might need an add-a-line of service, give us a call or come on and see us, and we'll get you a great upgrade opportunity. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Click, right? So what have I done in these quick messages? I've let them know it's personalized. It's from their store. I'm checking on their phone. I'm offering them an upgrade available. If not, I'm offering them an add-a-line. And you will get so many callbacks to your door by simply leaving that message. You leave that message, you're going to have a call. Hey, I got a call about a special offer I got. I see it every single day, right? So even if they don't answer, I leave that voicemail. Typically on calls 2 and 3, I don't leave second and third voicemail of the same customer because I don't want to get, too stalkery on them. But I definitely did that the first time. And the great thing about Smile Dial is it's always your store phone number. So whenever they see that number on their phone, a missed call on their cell phone, it's going to be your store phone number. So they'll call your store back directly, not you specifically. All right. Again, I talked a little bit about how you can sort by family plan and phone type. If you look at the screen now, if you're online, you can see there's a little arrow by family plan. You click on that, it'll tell you yes or no. If they're on a family plan, what plan they're on. And you can click on the arrow. You hover right over by phone type and Smile Dial. It'll tell you every phone that's in there. Now, also a pro tip, go to the bottom where it says like show 25 issues or 25 lines per screen. Click show all. That way you can sort it and see every single opportunity you have at a quick click of the button. All right, next, let's get into a little bit about never let a customer walk, stand by your pitch. Again, you want to be a guru of wireless. So with so many options in the wireless The ability to build relationships with customers and persuade them to make purchases and generate repeat business is the heart of selling. So if you think about it, our stores are specialty stores, right? A customer should never walk in and out without a purchase. We're not a Walmart. A customer doesn't come in to us. They look for eggs, a DVD, and a superhero toy for the kid, right? And they're in your store. They're in there for a Boost phone product. My greeting I always use, and I've been preaching this for years, greet customers with a question, hey, welcome to Boost. Are you here for our promo? Why is this so effective? Well, every single customer is eligible for a promo regardless of the scenario. Okay, let's walk through some. Customer comes in. Are you here for our promo? Oh, everyone likes a deal. That's great. What kind of promos are you offering? Then you qualify. Who are you with right now? Are you with Boost? Are you with Cricket? If they say they're with Boost, I'm thinking Adelines. If they say they're with a competitor, I'm thinking Porter deal, right? And of course, I would ask more qualifying questions for the family. If they say no, I'm just here to pay a bill. Oh, that's great. We have promotions for our bill payment customers right now too. Look up their number. As long as they're on an unlimited plan, then they're eligible for an Adeline at our Adeline pricing as low as $5, right? Now, if they're on a daily plan, then you can still say we have customer promotions for Adeline customers too. Oh, I'm on a daily plan. Oh, well, you'd have to be on our regular unlimited plans, but then you'd be eligible for A, B, and C, right? Your Adeline options. So it doesn't matter what that customer says to you, everyone's going to be eligible for a promotion. You can always pivot to that if you use that greeting. And why it's so effective is it opens the door to a lot of open-ended questions. Because customers, like I said, everyone loves to have a promotion. Everyone loves a deal. And you may uncover things that they're not looking for because they're just here to make a payment. And instead of clerking a payment, you're now pitching Adelines, right? You should pitch in the Adeline for every single bill payment, every single customer. Every customer that you're here to pay a bill, congratulations, you're actually eligible for our Adeline opportunity. I can get you a $200 phone for as low as $5. Now you keep noticing I say like $200 because I want to show the value of that phone. I want to put a high-end price on it and then show the value they're getting. Because if you say they're eligible for a $5 phone, they think it's cheap, they think it's garbage. But if you tell them it's a $200 phone for as low as $5 or $10 or $15 or $25, whatever the price, if you show that high price first, then it's showing the value of the deal you're getting. So in every example I use in my Smile Dial and in my greeting here, I'm always giving a high price and then that low price. Don't ever just say you're eligible for a $10 Adeline, $15 Adeline. You want to give that high price first. Now, also, when talking about not letting the customer walk, you need to be a guru of two things, your promotions and your devices. Also help your team. If you're a team at a door, you see a miss, help coach your teammates. If they're doing an offer and they didn't bundle protection in, they did it at the end and not beginning of the sale, have that chat with them. You don't need to do it necessarily in front of the customer. If you can save it, great. But if not, you only do it when the customer's there. But say, hey, try pitching it at the start of your sale. I think you'll be able to get that attach rate even higher. Give them that coaching. You see someone clerk a payment, customer comes in, I should pay my bill. Okay, what's your phone number? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, $50 or $53. Okay, here you go. Thanks. Bye. You clerk that payment. Why don't you take advantage of the opportunity? We have specialty stores. They're here for our products. Try to get more of that customer. Did you ask them about Adelines? Every single customer should be asked about Adelines if they're coming in your doors. Every single time. I get the argument I hear from dealers. Well, I've seen these guys 100 times. Well, you don't know what's going to happen in their lives from 100 times to 101 times. They may have had a situation change. We're in sales, so it's a numbers game. Push it every single time. Lastly, I just want to talk a little bit, or actually second to last, take a little bit about pride and the look and feel of your store. Everyone on this call should have the Amped Merch app on their phone. If you don't have it, it's AMP''D merch. Download it right now. Why is it so important? Because it will show you your not only the plans available, but if you click on resources, your planogram to make sure you have all your posters up in the right spot. Too many times we go to a store and they'll say, oh, we didn't get these posters in. I'll look in the back room. What's this box right here? Oh, well, I didn't work yesterday. No excuses. Have the merch app on your phone. Check it. Make sure your store is merchandised correctly. Customers need a visual to help them understand the promotions and our pitch. Also, employee performance. Again, about being professionals. There are no corporate booth stores. Our branded doors are kind of the corporate facing doors. And even if you're not branded, the Boost merch is available out there for everybody. You guys should be wearing a Boost shirt or a plain shirt with your name tag. Make sure that your branding is correct on your products, on your reps. You want to wear pants, jeans, short skirts and capris, no open-toed shoes. But yeah, to make sure you look professional. You want to be wearing your own clothes to work. We are a branded store, so make sure you are matching the guidelines for employee performance. Lastly, and I'm 1 minute over, wanted to remind you, still have a week left on the Sell and Win raffle Motorola contest exclusively for DCI. You're giving away a 55-inch 4K HD TV. Almost everyone who's entered is winning prizes. We're seeing a lot more uptick in this contest. Again, this is DCI only, so get all over this, guys. This is huge. The link is here in the deck. If you guys need it, reach out to your account manager. They'll send it to you. But they're giving away 20 Moto G Fast phones, 15 swag backpacks, 10 $50 Amazon gift cards, 10 Yeti tumblers, 2 Yeti hopper coolers, 3 Moto 360 watches, and again, that 55-inch 4K TV exclusive to DCI. No other dealer-type DCI doors have this offer, so take advantage of it. You have till March 31st. Get all your sales in this week. Submit them in. It's a quick, easy link. Couldn't be easier. It's just your name, your address, and the ESN on the phone. Quick, easy, to the point. Let's make sure you guys get all the rewards you are eligible for. All right, with that, I will open up. Do we have any questions at this time? All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hopping on. We will talk to you next week. Have a great one and happy selling. We'll talk to you later.